Hey guys, this is Fox, and welcome back to Civilization 5 and our playthrough as the Iroquois with Hiawatha. And basically, all I've done since the last time we played is, well, I took a little break. So we're at the same exact spot that we left off. We just put a city down, I saved the game, that's about all we've done. So yeah, let's keep going. Let's see what kind of shenanigans we can get ourselves into here. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna get a Pantheon. I've I've pretty much completely given up on that happening. Yeah, what is that, like the 8th one or something? Where are we at? 55. So yeah, that, I mean, it's 27 yeah, 27 turns. No way. Let's heal up our scout. He's having a bad day, and we want to keep him alive so we can get him down to Mexico. So yeah, let's see what we can do here. We need to get ourselves another worker out here before long. That might take a little bit. Sorry about that, I had to cut out for a minute. Well, let's see if we can get the game to process its turn. The city-states must be up to no good because theirs is taking the longest. So. Yeah, I do not know what is up with this frame rate. Doesn't like me today. But hey, we got that warrior, and we're just gonna let him hang out for right now. And speaking of warriors, I just remembered that I wanted to check this out down here. Let's see what we had going on. That's the cool thing about these forest tiles, is that they act like roads, so we'll be able to get down here in a turn and see what we got. Hey, guess what? It's more forest. Surprise, surprise. Alright, we'll cut over here and get our deer. Alright, what are we going to work on now? I wish we had some barracks so we could get that extra initial boost, but we need to start thinking about getting some sort of military, at least in the smallest sense. Yeah, we are dead last in soldiers and well behind the average. So let's get an archer. Those are a big help for city defense. And then after that we might chase a granary or a library. It just depends on what kind of mood we're in when we do go down that road. Alright. I really checked everything that I had going on, and I don't have anything running in the background, so I have no idea what's going on with my frame rate. I know I fussed about it in the last video. Might be time to bump my RAM up a little bit. I didn't think I'd have to do that, but I might need to. Let's see what we got now. Alright, we can send you back up here. That'll help with the money situation. Yeah, it got us back up to 4. What's this here? A trade route with Quebec City. That will definitely come in handy. They've got silver and fur. So when they get those connected, if we're allied, we will have access to those resources. And we have a spot for a caravan. So that's something to think about. And they're right next door, so we shouldn't have to worry about barbarian issues unless a barbarian wanders right next to our territory. But we'll see. It's going to be a little later down the road. We're about to pick up writing, which is a really great tech. We can get some embassies set up. Oh, I just see that Pocatello has expanded. So let's see. We don't want to head down that road yet. We need bronze working. I really think we need to check on the iron. So I'm gonna queue both of those up. Garrison that guy in the city. Let's see what Pocatello's got. Yeah, he totally... cool thing about his special ability is that he has expanded borders. When he started, he probably just slapped the city down, and instead of getting the normal 3, or no, excuse me, not 3, but instead of just getting the normal right around the actual center of the city. Look at all that. I mean, he gobbles up land. So that has effectively knocked out our cotton. But that's alright. We're going to get some resources up through here. We need to keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't try to sneak over. We might rush by some stuff just to be on the safe side. We'll have that at 4. Alright, after that we'll concentrate on the truffles just to make sure that we get them. We don't want to get ourselves in a situation where we don't have any luxury resources, because then our people will be unhappy and barbarians will start spawning up next to the capital and there'll be revolutions and all this stuff, and we don't want to do that. We definitely don't want to do that. We'll have enough problems with barbarians and the Americans as it is. Lord Hiawatha. I should have changed it to Fox, and it would have been Lord Fox. That would have been pretty cool. Oh, that was an uneventful turn. Alright, moving on. Hopefully our scout will get healed up here pretty quickly. That way we can get him down into Mexico and see what that asshole's doing down there. The only thing about having 22 civs is that these turns, they take quite a while to process. Alright, we're going to let our warrior hang out here, because as I've said, technically that's a road, so we'll still be able to move him around. Garrison in there. We'll let the archer hang out. What do we want to do? I think we need a library. That is so tempting. Not only do you get a library, but you get a free tech. Do we really want to... Man. It's going to be 8 turns to get a library anyways. So, effectively, this is like an 11-turn thing to get the wonder. So many hard decisions. Let's do it. Let's try it. If it doesn't work out, we'll get some cash and we'll buy some tiles. I noticed that Washington didn't bitch about us snatching up some land around them, so that worked out pretty well. I'm glad we did that. Which is kind of unusual, because I was really expecting him to be all like, quit selling land next to me. But yeah, he didn't do that, so. Of course, he might be buying all this crap up too. Let's see, world's most well-fed. It's not awful. Wow, wonder who that is. 6. We'll get a granary. That's going to help tremendously, because you get 2 food as a base in the city, and then we'll get 1 extra one for each deer. So that'll bump us 4. So I just talked myself into working on a granary after we get, if we get a gray library. I usually like to wait till I get up to a population of 6 anyways before I put out another settler. So that might be what we do there. Okay, do we send this? Well, we need masonry for that. We can't build lumber mills. We don't have anywhere to build a farm. I think we should 86 this. No, we can't chop anything down yet. We don't have bronze working. And we don't have mining. Okay, I think we're gonna go over here and work on these guys. Get their deer connected and their get a plantation built over here, farm, that kind of thing. Yeah, let's do that. We can build another worker in on a daga if we so desire, which we will. Seems like at the beginning you just want like 5,000 workers running around, and then kind of by the time you get your railroads connected, you've got 5 million workers that are just kind of hanging out, waiting for somebody to, you know, drop an atomic bomb on you. That way they can have something to do.
The meek shall inherit.
Alright, now we can, well, at least now we can build mines, which doesn't really do us any good. But let's build a farm. Our happiness is okay, so we can do that. Yeah, build a farm. Hey, he's healed. Cool. Let's see if we can get him killed. Good so far. Well, if we, This isn't really effectively going to cut him off. But he is kind of doing what I expected them to do. They're all hitting up the continental United States pretty hard. And we're kind of staying out of the fray. So this might do us some good. Hey, they took that was awful sweet of them. Oh, let's do some embassies. See, they already covet lands that we own, and you know we're on the other end of North America, so he's just an asshole. Okay, they don't have writing, so I'm not paying him for that. Do you have writing? Hey, Pocatello passed everybody. And you don't either.
No kliangahi.
Well, since we're being pals,
Go ahead.
how's that gonna work? Now, I gave you 2.
Is the following trade of interest to you? Is the
Yeah.
following trade of interest to you?
I'm not that interested. We'll worry about that later when we have more money. I gave him 2 gold and he wants 10. That's not cool. It's not fair at all. First religion founded. Catholicism. Well, that could be the Spanish. Or... oh, who else typically goes for Catholicism? Russia usually runs after Eastern Orthodoxy. Could be the Romans. Oh, it might be Brazil. I didn't think about that. It could be Brazil. It's just going to depend on who the other random people in the world, or what civilizations they are. A classical era, so somebody's doing pretty well. It seems like no matter what, if you ever start in the Western Hemisphere, it seems like you always start behind Europe, and I think it's just because Europe is more compact. You're not so concerned about settling new cities. There's a lot of people to trade with. I mean, wars happen a lot more often. Well, I just said that, and there's Pocatello in the classical era. Oh, well, somebody blowing my phone up again. Sorry about that. But we'll worry about Europe when we meet them, which is probably going to be several hundred years from now. It's 1800 BC, so we got a ways to go before we got to start worrying about what Europe's doing. Wow, the cotton again. Yeah, we can get over here and check out California, Baja, Mexico, and then actually head down into Mexico itself. I haven't seen any new Aztec cities pop up yet, so I kind of wonder what he's up to down there. We need to start thinking about what we're going to do with Pocatello, because he can take so much land so quickly that he might just steamroll through here. I'm kind of tempted to push up this way, because that'd give us access to Fox, no matter if we're buddies with them or not. But then again, if we settle at the head of this river here, what's that to? Let's see. That, well, it would need to be right here. Let's see, 3. That would give us access to 2 salt resources. This is and a deer. 2 deer. I think that this is our game plan next. If we get here and expand, we'll have to force him to go all the way around that way if he wants to get up into here. There's not much going on over here, but I mean, it's land and there's resources. But this is much more ideal. So we'll see. We might push our luck a little bit if we get this and get a settler out. We've got an extra military unit we can send over with it. And then we'll chill out after that. We don't want to get too carried away with expansion. That dude should not be able to kill us. Actually, our scout would probably be able to kill him. But we're just gonna... Yeah, there's no way. No way that we're getting a Pantheon. Asshole. Hey, we got a promotion. That's sweet. I like to do visibility for the scouts. See how much more we can see now. We can't get through that way. So, and he can't shoot over the hill. So we're gonna go that way. Yeah, we're out of range now. Alright, we got that there. Let's get our deer connected. See, he's already starting to expand up this way. Yeah, okay. If we finish that off. I didn't think he'd be able to see us from there. It must be because he's up on top of the hill. Alright, well we're gonna make a beeline and try to get away. Oh, who are you going to attack? Wonder what you're up to. We got some more people in the classical area. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Walls come in handy if you're defensive minded like myself, or even if you're not. I mean, they just come in handy. No horses, so that doesn't matter. Roads doesn't do us any good. Sailing doesn't do us any good. Masonry seems like the wise choice here. Composite bowman. Oh, and a lumber mill. Yeah, yeah. Masonry is the way to go, for sure. I'm still getting very nervous. We're gonna go ahead and queue up that settler. And I'm gonna go ahead. Well, we're gonna wait until he gets the hell out of the way, but we will move right there. And we'll kind of keep an eye on what the Aztecs have going on. Get us a deer here. Deer for everybody. Yeah, I think if we can get that city, this city up here, then we can hang back and try not to get too much more carried away. Nothing out west of there really does us a lot of good, because all of these well, the silver and the foxes, we've got that back over here. So if we can get here, that'll get us some salt. We can block them from coming up this way. Yeah, I like this idea. See, he's got gold and gems and cotton. He's got all kinds of goodies. I really wonder what you guys are up to. Hey, there's some iron. Oh, I meant to check to see if we had any iron hanging out. Oh no, that was that one they bought. Oh no, we're good. Yeah, we're good. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it'll be in range and we'll be able to work it. Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna send this guy over. Looks like we should probably... it's probably not gonna matter which way we go. But I'm going to stick them up on that hill so we can just kind of keep an eye on what's going on. I try not to get too concerned, and you shouldn't either if you're ever playing this game. If people are beating you to the classical area, don't freak out, because more than likely what they're doing is they are just steamrolling to one tech. And see, so yeah, they might have horseback riding, let's say. Let's say they just went straight to horseback riding. Yeah, they might have horseback riding and they might be in the classical area, but look at all this other stuff that we've already done. And now they're going to have to backtrack and do it. So it seems like it ends up working out the same way. It's going to be fastest. Yeah, it's really not going to matter. It's going to be 5 turns anyways, so let's go down through here. A barbarian. He will be able to attack us from here. So this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna protect him. Garrison that unit there. It'll hurt us on gold for a minute, but it won't be a big deal. And you keep working on that. No rest for the wicked. New York's taking care of business. They're not screwing around. Son of a bitch. 5 freaking turns. That's okay. We got a lot of cash. So the question is, what do we do with it? Damn it. Alright, well we took care of that barbarian, so we'll get back in there so we'll make some money. This does not change our game plan at all. We're now working on that settler. There it is. Yeah, it is Tenochtitlan. I guess that's how you say that. I really figured he would have maybe he expanded down south for once. There's a whale. Who finished those? Faraway land, faraway land. I'm gonna go with somebody in Europe. So that seems to be how it goes. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do that. Look at a settler. As nice as that is, we're never gonna get it. I really think we need to go ahead and slide a library in there. And then we'll try to start maybe a worker or something. I don't know. Actually, let's do this. We definitely need the settler. No questions there. Okay. We got a good chunk of gold. So let's save it. And we'll rush by to make sure we get the salt. We'll just do 2 little strand looking things away from the city center. Alright, well that pretty much is the extent of what our scout can do for us. So let's just let's automate him. Maybe he won't make stupid decisions, because they usually do. Let you hang out there. I'll send you up here. That'll get a good defensive bonus because it's on a hill. Got the river. It's a good spot for a city. Hey, we finally got our shrine done. What do we... Let's see what we got here. Whoa. We're working a 3. This is a pretty good setup here, so we're not gonna mess with it. What to build? What to build? A worker would be nice. I think at this point a granary would be more pertinent to what we want to do. So let's do that. Alright. So now the main thing is, can we beat Pocatello to this awesome spot up here? No investor. Oh well, we're not messing with that right now anyways. We'll get it. I usually don't screw around with the city-state game until way later, because they're expensive and they're needy and they're bitchy. They're really aggravating. Is that it's gotta be a barbarian, because I didn't see any kind of war declaration. Where is this barbarian encampment? Looked close. Oh. What that means is don't go right there. I can't go that way. Well, we might lose a scout. We'll leave him up to his own devices. Hey, we got a camp. Cool. We need to get a worker. We really need a worker. Should we buy a worker? We can't buy a worker, so that takes care of that. 7 turns. It's not going to do us any good at the moment, so let's just hang out. How good's the vision going to be? That's good vision. Okay, and we'll send you up here. Let you connect that. That'll take care of the happiness when we found our new city. Alright. These are connected because of our unique ability. So that should give us an extra happiness, I think. 2 extra happiness per city, yeah, and we got some extra gold out of it. Cool. And if we knock this out, we get a free aqueduct in our first 4 cities and 15% growth in all of them. So that's going to end up giving us 30% growth in our capital. It's a very, very powerful social policy. And then after tradition, I don't know where we'll go from there. We definitely need to get into the Renaissance. Oh, we can save policies. I had that clicked, so that's cool.
How happy.
Well, you're gonna die a horrible death, so... As much as I hate to, is we cannot get around. You can't cross over natural wonders. We can't... Can we... Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, we're gonna get attacked. Well, let's see. Let's just see. Right, I just want you to hang out. I'm gonna fortify you there. That's where we want it. And then that way we can see if Pocatello decides to be a dick and send anything up there. Alright, what do we got now? Still no coastal cities. It's something we need to consider at some point. We need at least a coastal city. And there's not really going to be a lot of good options. Just because of our northern location here. Can't do the west coast. Because we can't get to it. It's going to be a way later game thing. Okay, you'll have to excuse me. I have a tendency to plan way too far ahead. Let's see, what do we want to do now? Oracle's a great wonder. National College is also a very powerful wonder. Catapult comes in handy for war stuff. This doesn't do us any good right now. I think I'm gonna... What do we need? We need the will, and then we need that. Lumber mills are gonna be a huge help for us because that's just what we got. That's who we are. And I'm also very tempted about the National College. I'm torn, guys. What do we do? Let's do it. Let's just do it. I got faith. I have faith. We're gonna make it. See if I can actually hit the right button. There we go. Alright. Come on, settler. Come on, settler. 4 turns. It seems like this game loves to troll you. And that right when you finish something, then that's when the AI is going to do it. That's when they're going to get it. It never fails. Wow, who are you? I don't know, it's like an army with no plan. They're just out kind of wandering around the countryside with no clear idea of what they want to do. We could take a force of this size right now. Barely. It would be a very tough fight. But it could be done. See, that's the thing about Civilization that I love so much. I mean, it's all about balancing what you want to do, and the bad thing is that you want to do everything at once. I mean, you need it all. You know, we need a bigger military, and we need more libraries, and we need more infrastructure, and we need more workers. And it's just, it never stops. It's like that to the very end of the game. And it just adds to the difficulty. You gotta, you know, kind of mirrors on, you know, what you have to do in real life as well. I mean, you have to prioritize what you want to do. We're gonna let our trusty scout heal. We are about to get our settler. We still look good on this end. Kind of glad we saved that money so we can do a little rush buying. I'm wondering how they connected since there's not... I guess just cause, I don't know. Yeah. Alright. Let's get that settler over there before Pocatello decides to be a total dick. We should get that connected just in time so that we don't take a huge hit in our happiness. Got some more dudes in the classical era. Like I said, that's no problem. They're beelining. Really hate that we got beat out on the Great Library. That would have been awesome. We had 5 turns. But like I said, ultimate troll job by the game. Never fails.
Nanangaheik.
Sorry about that, I had to cut out for a minute. I think I'll take this deal. I like this deal.
Ha mek.
Well, you're welcome. So we can at least see what you got going on around you. Well, he has gold and stone and gems, so... Yeah, they all had a... Whoa, we can found a pantheon? I haven't even been paying attention. I completely gave up on the fact that we could even get a pantheon. Oh, that's... Well, that's just fantastic damn news. Man, that's awesome. Let's make sure we don't have any nasty... Oh, I should have done that. That was stupid. Oh, well. Population growth in a Seneca. Nice. We'll get that library knocked out. And then I really think we need a worker. Yeah, I really think. I typically try to have at least one worker per city at the least. And then after that, as much as I want a barracks, we need a bigger military. So we're going to build another archer. That's only 14 turns of stuff. That's not bad. And then we'll kind of go from there. All right, let's see what we got here. No on that. No on that. No on that. No on that. And another no. Oh, that's lame. We might have to go God King. This is the catch-all. Goddess of Love is lame. That Messenger of the Gods isn't terrible. It's nice early on. Later on, I mean, 2 science is nothing. No gold and no silver. We are only going to have 1 quarry. We don't have anything that helps there. Do we take the border growth? No, I really don't like that border growth one. That Messenger of the Gods, +2. So, that'll give us 6 extra science a turn after we get that other one up. I mean, that's a good amount early on, but that's really not a lot. Man, this is tough. This one's lame. That one does us no good. That one's lame. These are all lame. That'll get us 2 culture, but... Oh man, I'm torn. Okay, we're gonna go with the catch-all because I'm not really liking any of these other ones, so we're gonna be a God King. At least we have a pantheon. That is all that matters. So, we need 200 faith to get a great prophet. 1 religion has been founded. So, lots of turns. Well, make that 2. I spoke way too soon. 2 religion. Islam. Islam means that more than likely Arabia is on this map. Because they seem to always go with Islam. But it could be a different civ. So we got 22 turned on. Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, listen for it. Oh, they didn't do the yelling thing, but they're gonna do it when I accept it. Woo, I love that. Just kind of makes you want to stand up and jump around like a crazy man. Alright. We're getting there. We're getting there, guys. No worries. Have faith. Where are you at? Hanging out. Well, we're on a hill here. That's gonna be good for defense. This isn't ideal, but we'll see what that fella does. We can't do anything about him right now. Alright, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and just auto do that with them up there. We do have masonry now, so we can hook up our marbles, so let's go do that. I'm really loving the fact that oh, our pantheons have already spread. That's cool. I'm really loving the fact that we're not having to build roads. Man, 30 religions. That means there's only 4 left. Eastern Orthodoxy means that the Russians are out here somewhere. Hey, we're pretty high up on something. Number 3. Cool. And a golden age. We're gonna make loads of money. Lots of extra goodies. Okay, we got a barbarian encampment up here somewhere, and they're gonna constantly harass us. But there's not much we can do about it right now until we get our library done. We're gonna bomb the hell out of this guy. Hey, we're connected here. Awesome. Yeah, so that leaves 4. Is that what I said? There's 4 religions left. There's a good chance we're not going to get one, but we damn sure are going to try. Alright, we're going to be able to found our city. And then I really think we need to start focusing on our military. I'm really starting to get paranoid. Where's my demographics at? We're not dead last anymore. And we're not far from the average. We might be okay. But as another general rule of thumb, I really like to have an archer in each city. And then you have a few melee units running around here and there to kind of help out, assist, as it were. Alright, there we go. Gets us some experience points. Hey, they must have a quest. Well, they want a trade route. They didn't mention anything else. Caravan would be nice at some point. Ah, there's so much I want to do. But first we're going to build a quarry. And now, let's double check and make sure. A couple of deer. A Sanaka. Either way, we're going to snag the truffles. See, look how much he's already expanding up this way. As I said, we got 1, 2, damn, just out of range. But we're going to have them cut off, so we could always settle on this side of the lake. And that'll get us some deer. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah, that would get us deer, fox, silver, fish, and 1, 2, 3 would be connected in all ways. So this might be our next spot for a city. It'll be right up here. And at least we'll have the lake for food. But we know for sure this is where we want to be. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We're by the river. We're on the hill. This is the spot we want. Let's turn our grid back off here. Awesome. And we get that free monument, so we can jump right into a shrine. We got our unit out here. Garrison him. And just to make sure there isn't any funny business, damn sure that we get that. Hopefully we'll... Okay, this is going to cut him off this way in 8 turns. And he's still going to have to go up and around. We've cut him off from coming through here. I like this. This is good. This is good. Alright, cool. We managed to do what we set out to do in an episode. You can't go wrong there. We need to try to get an embassy with, oh, our guy healed, awesome. And I skipped him by accident. Sorry about that. I, what is it called? I fat-fingered the key, as it's called. Let you hang out. Scared him off. Yeah. We're gonna have our worker soon, so we can work on some stuff. We can get a worker in 19. They're gonna definitely need a worker up here. I think that's a good course. That'll give us 3 workers. And then we can really... Yeah, we got that archer. Let's squeeze a barracks in there. That'll make me feel better about pumping out units. And then spearmen are not gonna do us a lot of good. Well, they'll be better than warriors, but there's not gonna be any mounted units on this map because there aren't any horses. I forgot to mention that in the last episode. I don't know why I was worried about seeing where horses were. There weren't no horses in North America. Well, not first, but let's see. Man, those are low. Stone. That doesn't sound good. This wouldn't be bad. Man, it's tempting. Let's hang out. We need to get a worker. I need to stop changing. Alright, this is going to be a problem for us because we're making a promise that we're not going to settle near them. And I don't plan to because it didn't do us much good to go west from where we were. We've got the land that we wanted. I can't help it if my borders expand on their own. So we're going to take it. we're gonna take it. Wherever they expand to is not my concern. But yeah, as I said, it doesn't, I mean, we can still settle up here and not get a penalty. As long as we're not buying up land and right next to them, we'll be okay. Alright, we're gonna follow this Aztec Jaguar. Is that what he had? Jaguar, as some Brits would like to say, Jaguar. The music got very militaristic all of a sudden. I'm really digging it. But yeah, now we can get over toward California. There's the southern tip of Baja, California. I called it Baja, Mexico in the last episode. You guys will have to excuse me for that foul up. It happens from time to time. So, a lot of the same types of resources around here, which I guess would make sense. Montezuma is in the classical era. He's starting to get him a nice little forest built up here. These jaguars are they're no joke. I mean, they will mess you up if you are not careful. We're gonna have to send a force. Well, I say a force. What I mean by that is probably just a couple of units, but at some point we're gonna have to send a couple of units up here and knock out this barbarian encampment. There's one up here somewhere, but they're just gonna keep spawning units, and it's gonna be hard to get access to our iron because they're just gonna pillage it because it's so far away. We can still work it, but it's just hard to get to because we can't just cut straight over. We gotta kind of go around. Speaking of the devil, we really need you right there. But we can't do that, and we can't send an archer out there because he'll die a horrible death. But we can pop him right here, and that should give us range. Sorry about that. Maybe he'll come a little closer. But I think what we're gonna do here, we've only got one farm. So do we build it over here? I think we should build it on the river. We're not going to burn all of our forests by any stretch of the imagination, but we need more than one farm. They get irrigated before they do. Let's put it on the river. Man, I keep hitting the wrong button. Yeah, we're going to put it on the river. And I don't want you to get any closer, so you just hang out. Alright. Well. Oh, I
Is the
forgot to
following
renew
trade
that.
of interest to you?
We will totally be pals. Best buds until the end of time. You're my bro, Washington. Until you start acting like a dick. Then the bromance will be over. Well, I guess we'll go down here and check this out since we got a buddy up there. Ah, we're getting spammed. We really need a melee unit, and I don't want to send one out. We need another archer. We need so much. Let's put you back in the city. You gotta save us some cash. We're gonna be in the classical era along with everybody else. Yay! And we might backtrack so we can get to composites, I believe it's called. Then we can get the composite bowman. It's not composites, construction. That's the tech.
There is only one good knowledge.
Sorry about that, guys. That was
King's
really
might
loud.
it-
And that was really loud, too. Let's just, to be thorough, we'll just come down here. This guy didn't have anything better to do anyways. Oh. So, you've expanded. Let's say, now he has wine and some extra dye. He's gonna have copper. It was pretty smart on his part. It's a good spot to go to. One of these dudes needs to cut off Montezuma, because eventually he's gonna come up this way, barreling through like a damn hurricane. But that is not our problem right now, because he's down south. But yeah, what I was saying, we need construction. We can get composite bowmans, we can build lumber mills, excuse me. So yeah, that'd be good. And then we can get to our special unit in case we get ourselves in some armed conflict. We'll get tons of bonuses. Even as a defensive unit, it'd be good because I mean, look at all of these forests. And I'm gonna do my very best to keep as many of these as I can. Because yeah, that's a big bonus. And what was our let's see, where's the Sims at? Where are you, Sim? Well, let's just do it this way. Civilizations. Iroquois. Is it the? I want to know when we can get this 1+1 production for each workforce. Oh man, that's strong. It replaces a workshop. So you get +2 production, and then you get +1 from each forest tile. Holy crap. Dude, you're awesome, Hiawatha. I love you. Yay, we got marble. That up to 9. Statue of Zeus. It seems to be kind of a throwaway wonder. I imagine that somebody in Europe probably built it, or maybe in East Asia. Kind of curious to know what's going on the other end of the world. It'll be neat if like China, and Russia, and Persia and India are all on the same map. You know, Japan, if they're all crowded in together over there, that'd be really awesome. Alright, we got a worker here. We're working on a worker here. Sorry about that, working on a worker. So yeah, let's send this dude over here so he can hook up our salt and our deer. I think that would be a wise course of action, because we'll have a guy here in a second to help out here. Alright, we cannot reach you. If I cross the river, well, it counts as a road. We should be able to get you from here. Gotcha. Man, this guy's getting a workout. Alright, was there anything else I wanted to do? No, we're about to get barracks. We're going to get another archer, so we can send this archer over here. We can start to kind of stagger stuff over. We can make an archer, and then send one over, make an archer, and then send the one over from Osanaka up there. And then we can worry about maybe trying to get ourselves a city on the northern end of that lake. I think that'd be a good idea. It looks like Pocatello also has 3 cities. Can't really see it. Vancouver, I'm sorry, but you're not gonna get a trade route anytime soon. You're really far away, and barbarians would just pillage